Hello, everybody. My name is Nidal Ahmed. I am a trainer, also an aspiring YouTuber. All right. So I've been making videos for almost a couple of weeks now, and this is my fourth video on YouTube. In my last video, the video was titled "How to Make People Fall in Love with You," and I was with Nidal Ahmed, a co-trainer of mine. All right, and I got a comment on that video saying that people loving you is awesome, super, but how do we fall in love with ourselves, right? And that comment struck me, and I wanted to make a video on that. And today, here I am talking about how to love yourself. But with me, I have another beautiful soul sitting next to me, and he is a mentor of mine and Mustaq. And in the last video, if you remember, we have spoken about him, and his name is Saif. Now, this guy is also an NLP practitioner.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Right here.
Thank you so much, Nidal, for inviting me to make a video with you. Thank you so much. And I'm really glad that he considers me as his mentor. I'm happy to be a mentor.
Correct. So today here we are, to talk about how to fall in love with oneself, right? Now, when I thought about this, and you are the person who came to my mind, right?
Okay.
Now, I've seen you for almost 3 years now. As I said, he is my mentor, and I'm a trainer because of this guy sitting right next to you, right?
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure, and it is a pleasure indeed.
Yeah.
Every time I see you training, it's amazing.
You're welcome, and thank you so much anyways. Alright, so from past days I've seen this guy, and he has lost weight, he has gained weight, but it was fluctuating though, but on an average he was getting a lot more weight.
Right.
So his weight reached close to 105 kg, something like that.
Closer.
Yeah, right. And he was people used to call him healthy, but actually he wasn't healthy.
I was healthy.
Yeah.
Indian healthy.
Correct,
right?
correct.
The more golu you are, the more healthy you are.
Correct.
Right?
Exactly.
My nanny says that. She's not happy with me losing weight.
And people don't call me healthy at all, right? Okay. So you going from become you're that person and coming to this person where I've seen you transform and I've seen you fall in love with yourself every single day, right? So I want you to know what was the secret, what happened, what transformation happened, and what you learned during this journey actually.
Perfect. So basically, when I was overweight, right, I hardly received compliments, and it was only comments. Saif, you look too old, man. How much are you? How old are you? How young are you? 26? You look 35, dude. You look 35. It's good for your business, huh? Because people will not consider you immature. But that wasn't a compliment. That was actually a very rude comment, and it hurted me a lot. But so I wasn't in love with myself because I always looked at myself in the mirror, and that wasn't happening. So like a very normal human being, I also wanted help from YouTube. So I searched for a lot of videos and went through several videos on how to love yourself. But every video said just one thing: accept yourself.
Correct. Yeah. I've been seeing that a lot too. Learn to accept yourself. Even celebrities talk a lot, right?
Right.
Accept yourself the way you are, Okay.
They say go ahead and accept your imperfections. The day you accept your imperfections, you are the happiest soul on earth.
Correct.
But that didn't work for me. And as a trainer, because I've traveled to so many places, trained so many people, what I also realized was it hasn't worked for the majority of the people. So loving yourself can't happen if you just accept yourself. There is no science behind it. So I'm a person who looks for a science. Okay. Only if there is a science behind something, it's achievable. Okay. And that is why, right, we see minority, majority. Very few people, they accept their imperfections and
correct. Okay, so
they're happy.
Okay, so now you're saying accepting doesn't work for majority, and I completely agree with that. So if not accepting, what do you think works for the majority of the people? What do you think worked for you?
Right. So try and understand the science behind what makes you happy. So if you want to love yourself, first thing you need to be happy.
Correct.
Right? So what makes a person happy? It's a hormone that is released in your body called dopamine.
Okay.
Whenever you have this dopamine rush in your body, you feel happy. Now, in order to be happy, in order to love yourself, you need to be happy.
Correct.
And to be happy, you need to have this dopamine rush in your body.
Okay.
So now, what action or what situation you are in can help you release this dopamine in your body is something that you need to figure out. You figure out that you can be more happy very frequently, and the more happy you are, the more you will love yourself.
Oh.
So generally what I tell people is go ahead and achieve your goals. That releases this hormone in you and you will fall in love with yourself.
Okay, so now you're talking about like goals, achieving goals, right? Now most of the people I meet, even you have met a lot of people, right? So achievement, whenever I ask them, like what's your goal, what's your goal? And they say like, my goal is to be super rich, super successful, buy a lot of things. Now these things may take a lot of time.
Correct.
And not everybody is able to achieve these goals.
Perfect.
Right? So what do you suggest?
So let's first break the misconception or myth about this word goal. Goal is just not something that you want to achieve on a long term.
Okay.
Goal is something that you come across every single day. Waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. You have this thought that yes, I need to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. You sleep with the thought, but when you wake up at 7:30, so you fail to reach your goal. And of course, that doesn't make you happy. So if you're not happy, no dopamine rush. No dopamine rush, no happy, no falling in love with yourself. So when I say achieve your goals, I'm not talking about your long-term goals. Go ahead, buy a car, build a house, go ahead, travel the world. But that's not something that I'm talking about here.
Okay.
Now, why aren't you happy on a daily basis? Because you're failing on a daily basis.
Correct.
And you're failing in achieving your small goals. So I was failing, in eating healthy food. And because I wasn't eating healthy food, I was gaining weight. And because I was gaining weight, I wasn't happy. And because I was not happy, I wasn't falling in love with myself.
Correct.
So what I first started doing was I started eating healthy.
Okay, so it's all connected.
Yes, I started eating healthy. I overcame my small weakness of eating healthy. And because I was eating healthy for a week, I felt like an achievement. I felt like an achiever. I felt like a champion. And that released what? Dopamine.
Okay.
And I was happy and I was loving myself. And I continued doing that along with my workouts. I started, to see that my weight was dropping. And that number again led to the release of dopamine. I was happy and I was loving myself.
Super.
So basically what I'm trying to tell you here is list down something, all those things, not just something. List down all those things where you're failing on a daily basis.
Okay.
And always start with an easy win. Don't go for something which is difficult. It demotivates you. So if you're not waking up, at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's easy to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, instead of setting one alarm, set 10 alarms. But somehow wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, do that for 3 days, you form a pattern. When you form a pattern, you believe in yourself that, okay, now I can wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's the sense of achievement. Dopamine, happy, and you fall in love with yourself. And once you've achieved that goal, go to the next, a little much more difficult area of improvement and achieve that on a daily basis.
Okay.
So probably say you want to read a book and you're failing to complete a book. Start reading 2-3 chapters every day, which you never do often, right? Start doing that. Do it for 3 days. It forms a pattern. Sense of achievement. Sense of achievement leads to dopamine. Dopamine leads to making you happy.
Correct.
And making you happy is what? Being happy is what? Falling in love with yourself.
Okay. Super.
So you can love yourself by achieving small things in your life. Yes, accepting yourself will make you happy, will make you fall in love, but sometimes it's not realistic. Let's talk about the real stuff here. Dopamine is the thing that you need to keep in your mind. Find out ways of allowing your body to release dopamine.
Right.
The more the dopamine, the more you're happy, the more you fall in love.
Super.
If you're not healthy, work towards your health. More dopamine with results. Mm-hmm. More dopamine, more happy, and more happy, more you fall in love with yourself.
Oh.
If you are not learning, and if that is making you upset, so becoming sad is again what? Less release of dopamine.
Correct.
Right? So if you're not learning, learn better than how much you used to learn before. So the moment you do something better, it's a sense of achievement. Again, the same cycle. Sense of achievement, dopamine, happy, and you fall in love with yourself.
Super.
So what I simply would tell people is, if you want to love yourself, find ways of allowing your body to release dopamine. And dopamine is a pleasure hormone which is released generally when you achieve something.
Okay.
You will definitely achieve your long-term goals. Focus on that every day. but love yourself to achieve your smaller goals where you're failing every day.
Okay.
Let it be progressive. Easy, then a little difficult, a little more difficult. Let the difficulty increase one after another.
Okay.
But start with something which is an easy win. Start with something which is an easy win. You know how I started to go to gym? When I decided to lose my weight, the first thing I did was not hitting the gym. Finding the gym in my area. That was an achievement for me. And finally, I went out and found a gym in my area. Then is when I first felt happy. So happy is what? Dopamine. Sense of achievement. I was happy. I loved myself. Yes, I did it finally. Next day, I enrolled. A little difficult step. Again, I felt happy. Why? Because of dopamine. Because I was happy. I was loving myself. And I joined the gym finally. After a week, I felt this was not my pattern. I never continuously went to gym for a week. Today I did it. Today is my 7th day. I was happy. Why? Because that was a sense of achievement, dopamine. And because I was happy, I was in love with myself.
Super.
And I continued doing that. I was seeing a result on a weighing machine. And that made me more happy. Why? Again, dopamine. Because I was happy, I was loving myself.
Correct.
So mine was the weight loss, health. Yours can be anything.
Correct.
Find out areas where you're failing every day. It can be as small as what? Keeping your room clean. It can be as small as what? Waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. It can be as small as what? Treating your parents well. It can be as small as what? Doing a little charity. Anything that gives you sense of achievement.
Makes you feel better.
Yes, an area where you've been failing in the past. Overcome that particular area, that particular weakness, and then what happens? You're allowing your body to release dopamine. That's the science. Accepting yourself doesn't work all the time. Find the science behind every problem, go ahead and hit the root cause, and you will have the results.
Super. That was amazing, I'm sure a lot of people will love it. And for me, what makes me fall in love with myself is when I'm helping someone.
Super.
Right? Whenever I'm helping someone, I always feel that I'm doing an awesome job and I love myself. So this is what I'm doing again. This YouTube video, whatever I'm making, I'm helping people. So whenever I see a lot of people commenting, watching my video, I feel really happy and I feel that I love myself.
Absolutely.
So you can even do that. You can find your own ways of loving yourself.
Absolutely. So yesterday I had a parenting workshop.
Okay.
Right. So I had never done a workshop for parents on how to upbring your kids. Right. When I did that, my session was for 2 hours. Right. And my question and answer session was for 1 hour 40 minutes. One-on-one. There was so many questions that parents had. They thought that I am the right person to resolve their problems. That actually made me feel amazing, sense of achievement. So that's dopamine again.
Correct.
And that made me so happy. And finally, when I walked out of the room, I was in love with myself. So dopamine is something that you need to work on. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Super. So thank you so much, Saif.
Hope this is going to help. No problem. Hope this is going to help everybody. It's very easy to love yourself. Accepting yourself, yes, in a way, it's very easy, But accepting yourself is somewhere is running away from things that you can actually do better. Right? Be an achiever. Small achievements. And you will feel amazing about yourself and you will automatically fall in love.
Super.
That's it.
Yeah. And I'm sure people who have commented on my video asking how to love yourself, I'm sure this is going to help you a lot. And I'm sure you will feel better after doing, after achieving whatever areas you are failing in. And yeah. Thank you so much for being in my video, and to all the viewers out there, thank you so much for making my video. Watching my video. I'll thank myself for making this video. Alright. So thank you so much, and I hope you like this video. And if you like, please do subscribe, share, and comment on my video. And
this guy is doing an amazing job, so I think you need to follow him. Trust me, he's going to bring in a lot of learning for each one of you, because one amazing thing about this guy is he's super dedicated. So if he decides something, he sticks on to it. So go ahead and follow. You will never be disappointed.
Thank you so much again.
You're welcome.
Alright, so subscribe to my channel and share it with your family members, your friends, like share it with the people that you think this video is going to help them. And yeah, thank you so much once again.